Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Here we go, here we go. AT Gator.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run on first down. It's Brooks. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Bentley. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, check that. We want Mike 52.
From the gun, Bentley under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
2nd and 15. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Watch the out.
On 1st down, McFarland. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's going to be a long day. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Squeeze, double.
Back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bentley. Raekwon McMillan leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll try the left side. Brooks. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 50, plant. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bentley looking long for Thomas. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Martin. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Two seconds to go, first quarter. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 at the 19. And to give this time to the tailback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Set, hut. Not a wolf. 44 to Mike. I got it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. All right, let's get there.
They'll try the left side. McFarland. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
He can run for it, and he will. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On 3rd down, Bentley. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play calls, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Now a give right side. It's Brooks. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 47-yard line.
Set, ready, 8, read, bravo.
Let him know, let him know. Check that.
Get it.
To throw on second down. Bentley looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
At their own 37-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Let's go, let's go. Mike. Hey, D-line. Let's go.
Now back to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 8. They'll run on first down. Laird. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They'll drop the throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Come on, set, 70, Indy.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Go.
44.
Ready.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's airing it out for Williams. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
60 or 55.
First carry for Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Looking to throw. Bentley. Now they go screen. It's complete. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Let's go.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, it's Brooks. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. A final shot before break. Bentley, they'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things, because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
48 smart. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Ready?
On first down, it's White. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
To throw again. White. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. picked off by Marcus Williams. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They'll run on first down. It's Brooks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6-6, pull it high.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check. Press down. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 36 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score 6-14. Dolphins nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot, maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Flushed out right. Going deep here for Parker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Get that ball. Hey, Alpha.
48 Mike. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's White. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This quarterback now just 2 out of 6 since coming on, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away, from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's White. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw is White. Going to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. White operating from the gun. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. They got the football via the interception on that last drive, and he almost gave it right back to the opposition the same way.
Certainly looks like they've got a pretty good bead on what they're trying to do on offense. The receivers are being locked down. Hard to find places to fit the football.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, echo.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They complete it to Hill. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Set. 60 outlaw. Hey, exit.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Stop your whining.
Two.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bentley. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go.
Now.
On first down, Brooks. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Feels right. Feels right.
You ain't
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
got it. Here we go. Here we go. 18 Gator. Topper. Topper. 2. 5.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's now 4th and goal.
Now Lutz for the field goal try.
A 27-yard attempt.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Off play action, here's White. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now White throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. White now, throwing on 3rd and long.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Mike 48. Get ready, get ready, get ready. 48, 48, Mike, 48, Mike.
Now.
Here's White, throwing on 4th down. He's airing it out for Williams, and that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On 1st and 10, White. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5.
Yeah, baby.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Watch your slant, watch your slant, watch your slant. Hey, Wahoo on the ball.
I got one.
Here's White. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Back to throw. Bentley. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Bentley. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
60 Pittsburgh. Tight down. There you go.
Back to throw. Bentley. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. It's Brooks. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Saints first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Johnson, the intended target. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. This quarterback now just 5 of 16 throwing the ball, but he's got a 1st and 10. White looks to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Time to go, night. 44, Mike, 44.
Back to the air on second down, White. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. It's Brooks. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ready.
55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. You rush.
Hit it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Saints, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.